Well, I think it's amazing to have all these people here today. And when you think just 4 years ago, the Soil Association had real qualms about running a public-facing campaign on soils. Now it feels like soil is the hot topic everywhere, not perhaps on the high street yet, but I'm sure it's coming. And with the government having committed to the 4 per thousand target to raise our soil organic matter by 0.4% each year, I think the main challenge we have now is to ensure that we can actually deliver on that commitment. I'm sure the Secretary of State is going to say a lot more about the what than the whether now. I think the case for doing this is well made. And if you look back at the history of the Soil Association, we were founded 70 years ago on the sort of fundamental tenet of that the health of soil, plant, animal and mankind is one and indivisible. As has already been said this morning, the health of our society, the health of civilization, fundamentally depends on soil. Sir Albert Howard went to India in 1900 to actually teach the peasants how to farm, but he started to realize that the way those Indian farmers, the way the different tribes were looking after their soil, had a huge impact on the health of the people. And it was from that, as I say, that understanding that the Soil Association's work was born. So over 100 years on, what needs to be done? I've mentioned the government's commitment to the 4 per thousand. In order to achieve that, we're going to need to make sure that the kind of approaches the Soil Association, other organic farmers more widely have been adopting over the last decades become the norm. Making sure that we're returning organic matter back to the land instead of burning straw for fuel. What madness that is. Keeping our soils covered, more trees on our land, reducing compaction. We need soil monitoring again, we need to know what's going on, and we need to be rewarding farmers for sequestering carbon in their soils, because if we can do that, we solve a whole load of problems together. And finally, and possibly most importantly, we need to be protecting our remaining lowland peat and to be restoring those peatlands, because that's where the majority of our carbon is currently stored. So from every perspective, there's lots to do, but I know we're going to get on with it.